Hello, Havoc Squad. Commander General Havoc here with Colony Survival. A new, fresh start. Well, as I've no choice because my hard drive crashed and all of my saved game files got deleted. So, come on with the journey of building a new colony. Let's get right into it. So, let's see here. Spawn monsters, colony name. I think we will call this the Death Survival. Death Survival name. Let's get into it. Now, as you all know, I don't like to do any editing, so a lot of it is going to be boring. Just getting started with building up the castle and a lot of mining at this point. But I want you to see how long this actually takes. So if you are interested in playing the game yourself, you will see how long it really does take. Now, there are some ways you can cheat to bypass a lot of the headache of grinding all of the time, but I want you to see for yourself what it's like so that you can decide for yourself if this is a game for you. If you like nice crafting, take some time, do what you want type thing, then this is a perfect game for you. So I'm actually going to build my castle right about here. So let's build out this floor here. Now I probably should be counting, but of course I'm too lazy to do that. So hopefully this comes out to be a nice evenly set castle. Don't want it to be lopsided, because then all of this will be for nothing. Now, on the previous save game file that I had, I had a very big castle. Now, I wasn't too far like most other YouTubers with over 1,000. That's just ridiculously crazy, but I was pretty close. So my hope is to get back up there, probably within a couple of days. I'm going to try to limit my videos to about a half hour a piece. That way it's not too long of watching me just dig out the floor right about now. But a lot of the first two videos are going to be me just digging out. A half hour is definitely not going to be long enough to get everything completed today, but at least I can get it started. Get the castle built up, or at least the floor laid down, and get my colony started. So right now we're just going to keep digging out this ground, putting the floor down, because I don't want a grassy floor. I want a nice stone floor, or try to get a nice either stone or wooden floor. Right now the castle will be square, but in the future I am probably going to change that. Try to make it more difficult for the zombies at night to get into my castle, as when you get more colonists, more zombies appear at night. But I have a plan for that in the future. On my previous save game file, which no one really saw because I didn't get a chance to put it out, I had a really good idea, and I'm going to redo that again here when I get up that far. So I'm not going to toss any of these blocks. I'm going to keep as much of this grass as possible, and it's eventually going to turn into something very big to keep my castle protected and the flags. Now my hope is to quickly build up this castle. Like I said, I only got about a half hour to do this. That way I can limit how long these videos are, so that the upload times doesn't take that long either. That way I can get more content out there faster, so you guys can see more stuff, or if you have any input that you'd like to make. Yes, I know there is a cheat function, but I'm going to try and not use that cheat function this go around again, because I want you guys to see how long it will actually take to do all of this. Now again, this is another relaxing style game. If this is your game, perfect. If not, you can still play the game, use those cheat functions, get the blocks you want faster. With the couple of updates that it's had, it has updated some blocks. There are modders out there that have modded new blocks already, so there's definitely a market out there for it. So, you know, if this isn't your game, just give it a shot. You may find yourself liking it, and you can use those cheats and mods to quickly establish your colony. So it's getting nighttime here, but not to worry, no zombies will come out until the castle, or not the castle, until the banner is actually placed. So you can actually sit here, build up your castle, build up your small city if you want, and then when you're done, you can place that flag down, or your banner down, and then the colonists, or then the zombies will appear. But without that banner down, you don't have to worry about zombies, so you can sit here and you can build up your castle and take care of whatever you want to get done first, so that way your castle is protected and you don't have to worry about zombies taking over your entire castle and eventually losing that flag. Alright, so this is going to be my main castle area. Right now I'm going to go find where I want to place the mine, because that's going to be very important next. I'm going to try to keep everything pretty close to the castle, that way the colonists won't have to travel very far. Initially all of my colonists will be inside the castle. That way, again, I can keep them protected. I don't have to worry about zombies killing them. But when I start to branch out while building the farms, I'm definitely going to have to build some housing out in the fields. That way I can make sure they are protected. So here we go. Let's do some counting. That way I can figure out if this thing's centered or not. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Ooh, very close. We were just one row off. Perfect. Now with this being 35, actually multiply that by 2, and that gives us 70? 35. 70, yeah, it gives us 70. So about halfway, so halfway would be 35, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. So 35 is right here. So this is going to be somewhere around our center. I'm going to have to count 35 from the other end just to make sure that's the exact center. It might be double wide, which is fine. I can definitely work with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Perfect. So this is our center, which is good to know. So let me figure out now where I think, or how far away I want to make this mine. This should be good enough. So that's 4 wide on either side. So actually let's make that 5 on either side. We're gonna make this a pretty big mine shaft here, although I don't need to. So right now I'm gonna just take away all the top dirt here until I can figure out exactly how I want to make the stairs down. I definitely want it 5 wide. So let's see here. I think I will make... I'm gonna put the grass down here. That way I can figure out... Yeah, you know, I'll make the door there. I'm gonna leave that there so that way when I start my castle, I'll know that this here is the center. And I'll have to go back. I'm not too worried about the sides, but I'll go back later and just check the sides. So this will be a step down. So how do I want to do this? Step down. And then down here. Do I want to go 3 down first? And then turn? You know, that'll be fine. Go 3 down first and then turn left. You know, I like the spiral idea better. Oh, I'm losing myself already. So down, down, left, down, left, down, left, down. So we're just gonna keep doing a spiral staircase here all the way down till we get to the bottom. Take a little bit, but we should be okay here. And watch, I find myself on the other side of the map somehow, even though I'm going left and down. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but that's okay. And there we go. We are already at the bottom. So that wasn't too bad. So let's dig out here a little bit. So the bottom's there, so we'll go this way too. 3 on this side. We'll go 3 on this side for now. And let us dig. Oh, there we go. We got 1 ore there. And then let's just keep going down the line here. Don't need the mine to be very big, just enough to find all of the ores. Hopefully I'll be able to find most of them. And the roof doesn't need to be that big either. I don't need this thing to be extravagantly large. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's all of it, but let me dig out the rest of this. Ah, nope. There we go. And the iron. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. This will be the last row. But eventually, though, when the colony does become bigger, I will need to find more iron deposits and gold deposits once this colony gets bigger, because you'll need that iron for arrows and a lot of other things, but mostly for arrows, because as the night goes through and your colony use those arrows to fight off the zombies, when you get more and more zombies coming in, those arrows will deplete a whole lot faster. So we're gonna need to have at least somewhat of a stockpile before we start laying down colonists, because we're going to need a lot of arrows to help protect our colonists from these zombies. And so far only 1 iron deposit, so you know, I'm going to go back 2 more walls here and hopefully I can get 1 more iron deposit. Why did I do that? That way I can start building up at least a small stockpile And there you go. I actually got 2 more. Perfect. Now, right now, in the beginning, I won't need the gypsum or that blue stuff. Blue stuff. What is this blue stuff? Clay. I won't need clay or the gypsum. The gold I won't need right away either, unless I want to make the what is it? The oil. Where's the oil there? The flax. To make the flax, it'll be a little bit before I start the flax. I'm gonna want to build up my wheat first, of course, and then once I get that wheat up, then I will start building out the flax farms and start getting more flax so I can get that more decorative wood or shiny dirt. I don't know why you would want shiny dirt, but you can get shiny dirt. Alright, so now the mine is finished. I did collect some stone bricks, so I'm going to start making my castle, but actually before I do, let me go count the side here to see how far I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And again, off by 1. Off by 1 row. So we'll dig all this out. And of course, because I skipped 1, you multiply that by 2, so there's 30 there. So when we count backwards, we want to count all the spaces in between the blocks as well as the blocks to get 15. And then we'll know that that's the center of our castle. So let's count 15 over. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 should be right about there. Let's double check from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Perfect. So I'm going to do this really quick. To about halfway mark here. And being able to keep this center mark will help us build the rest of the castle a lot better here in the future. We won't have any funky directions going all crazy on us. And eventually I'm going to replace that glass with some decorative wood, so that way our castle looks all fancy. Gotta have a fancy castle. So now we're into night 2, which, oh, well, hello there, hold on, what? Why is there a hole there? There we go, can't see it. Another one, what in the world is going on? I did it again. Jeez, come on now. Alright, so there's that one. So we're getting there slow. I might just build up a part of the castle for now, just to start the colony going. That way I can start building up some wheat. And just start being able to have an automated process. That way I don't have to worry about farming by hand. I am going to farm a little bit some of that wheat before I place the colonists down. That way I have a stock of that wheat so I can get the grindstones out and start making that bread. Because of the new updates that they did, it used to be where you would just have a miller or miller or grindstoner. There we go. Miller, grindstone, same thing. And they would just grind it into flour, and then you can make bread. Actually, no. Never mind. That's not it. That's the update. Sorry about that. It used to be you would just get the wheat, and then they would take the wheat and cook it in the oven. But now you need to build grindstones to grind the wheat into flour, and then they would bake it. So this extra step adds a little bit to it, but it's okay. They also added a new update to where you would make a berry farm. That way you can get food quicker. You wouldn't have to worry about being short on food so fast, which that's also another possibility that I can do. But I might try to start with the wheat farm first. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we're gonna go with that. So let's place some of these rocks down. Rocks, stone, bricks. Now I do have a limited quantity because I only mine that little bit. But as long as I have enough for a couple of beds. I had enough for one bed. Awesome. What does a bed need? Straw. I don't even have straw. I don't even have straw on me. Great. So we're gonna have to start those farms here anyways, because I don't have any straw, and straw you get from farming wheat. So this will be the entrance to my castle here. I'm actually going to make this 3 high. So this will be the entrance to my castle here. This will be the front. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this as close to the front of the castle as possible. So they're going to come right out the door. And I think the first thing I will make is the 6x6, yeah. I'm going to make the berry farms first. I'm going to do about 4 of these for right now. And then I will go and build my wheat farm. No, remove it. 6x6, people. Let's do this. Going to remove it, and then I'm going to build out that wheat farm because I need the straw that the wheat makes. So 10x10. There we go. So we'll do 2 of these. A little bit longer than the castle, but that's okay. So while I'm out here, let me place that wheat down. Whoa, what are you building there for? I'll just do this one field for now, and then I'll get the colonists up and running. And then I'm going to, after I get the colonists up and running, I'll be able to start just automating some processes. I'll have maybe 2 farmers. I'm gonna need a lot. I'll need some guards as well, Once I get those guards up, a lot of this is going to be made out of grass for right now, just so I can have a wall to prevent the zombies from being able to jump over the one block, because they can go over a 1 block high wall, so it needs to be 2 blocks or more. So right now a lot of this is going to be made with just grass, and then as I get some miners to mine some stone, I'll have them mine the stones, and I will replace the grass with the stone. It's going to be a backwards process, but I'll be able to have the miners have the population protected as I try to get the colony up. I don't need the saplings right now. Get rid of the dirt, get rid of the leaves. I do have I did have straw. And it disappeared. Did I toss it? Where did it just go? Oh, it's right. Oh, I have straw. Very nice. Okay. So straw, give me some planks. I'm gonna make some more beds here. We have 11 beds. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I didn't see that. Alright. My hope here is to just place this block down and hope that the zombies won't try to go underneath the I don't even need these anymore anyways, because I have the ones in the center. Hope the zombies won't be able to go underneath that. So that way, again, I can start the mining process, get some farmers out, get some guards out. For right now, I'm just going to have the back side of the castle closed off. That way it forces those zombies to the front. However, I'm going to have to build the furnaces so I can get the iron done. So I'm going to have to go mine some iron so I can get some arrows. That way I can protect my colonists from being utterly annihilated, because they aren't the brightest things in the shed right now. So I'm going to need to get some iron. That way they don't get killed. So I can make arrows and all the other fun stuff. But that's going to be here in a little bit. The wheat's still growing. Which is a plus, because again, I'm going to need that wheat anyways to start making the bread. And then I can start recruiting those colonists without having to worry about running out of food. Even though we do have those berry farms, we don't have the berry seeds yet in order to get those farms. Or do I? No, I have saplings. I'll have to see if I have any berries. If anything, I'll have to get some gold first. So I'll have to get the gold and then get the marketer to buy some, or at least one sapling, or not sapling, one berry seed, in order to get at least it started with one berry bush, and then they can expand out to more as they harvest it. So right now we have our castle wall completely built. So in the future here, we can start getting some colonists. There we go. And get them started. Let me quickly make this wall here so we can block the zombies from being able to come this way. There we go. So now my colonists are safe. They can get down into the mine without getting killed by zombies at night, so they can get in and out safely. We have our floor started. We have a lot more to go. We have the center of the castle marked out so we can make this place look nice. So we did a lot today. We'll continue on with the next video. As always, thank you for watching and liking, and I'll see you on the flip side.